What day is it? Hey, whenever I exit my app, it shuts my live down because my live is like programmed into the app with Game Genie, and I had to reset to start the event, so that's what happened. Oh, so you have to unlock the whole monster to get the key. That's so gay. Should have known they'd mess up doing anything cool. They take away all those gems from the 72-hour challenge spend. I thought this was their clever way of giving some back, but I guess I was highly mistaken. Expected too much from shitty Social Point. Man, they're such a joke. Bunch of women run this game. Bet. Alright, so we left the hatch spot open just for this reason. Rolling on floor laughing. I guess that's the response to what I just said. Alright, now we gotta go down here and get this going. Cookity cook cook. And that should give me my hatch point. And we gotta feed and gold collect. Alright, to feed, we're gonna go ahead and finish feeding that one that I was feeding earlier. Where did he go? What were the maze coins for, man? I don't see no damn maze. Alright, so the next thing to do is wait for my gold collect, which is right here. That only gave me 1 gold. What are they doing to me? So I'm trying to get this black feather for under 150 gems. Then I'm trying to get the key. And I guess we're trying to get these chests. I guess it depends on how hard the key is to get. If the key is just to collect gold and unlock it like that chest was in the last event, then we'll probably get these chests too. I'm not sure how many extras I ended up with. I don't know what category they would be in, so I just know they're at the end. 67 black feather cells. That leaves me, let's see, I came up 75 short on Kodama. Talk about a slacker. I slacked hard on that event. So, Do we have the... What's the stats on? Like, what's Bombetta's traits? I don't know. And what is Bombetta's? Like, I know it's Megaton, but, like, do I have to have it ranked 3 for it to be Megaton? Like, day or what? So 75 Stardust goes to Kadama, and then 133 goes to Blackfeather. And then another 700 to Blackfeather as soon as we can muster it. And then that'll give me a 120 Blackfeather. Yes, I did. We lived in a car for like 2 years almost. We moved 1,600 miles total before setting up here in Denver. We started on the East Coast in West Virginia. We went all the way to Cali and then changed our minds in Cali because gas prices was like $4 a gallon where we were at, and she didn't want to deal with Hollywood traffic, and I didn't really want to go to California if we weren't going to be able to chill in Los Angeles, so we went to Vegas and we got trapped. Car kept having problems, and it's mountains all the way around the desert basically trying to get out of there. So we lived in Vegas for, I don't know, like 6 months or so. Maybe longer. And then we left Vegas and came here, and the car broke down again. And then we lived in a parking lot of King Scoopers for 4 months, I think, or 3 months, something like that, maybe even 2. But that's when I started playing this game, was when we were living in a parking lot of King Scoopers. I started playing this one in Skyrim mobile. And then I stopped playing Skyrim and started playing this one more often. And now we run a jail cell. Oh. But it's a jail cell with a private shower at least. Hey, Mr. Unknown, glad you're back. I'll be doing more PvP, and I guess friend fights in between. I was just checking my vault and seeing where I stand with Blackfeather. I'm going to be able to rank 1 him as soon as I get him, and I'm going to be able to rank 1 Kadama. I need 75 Stardust at 400. Oh, what do you mean it was fun, bro? You only really need to be in the car when you sleep. Like, you don't have to spend all day in the car. We spent a lot more time in the car in Vegas, though, than we did when we were, like, traveling and hiking and stuff. But Vegas gets so hot, man, and the car didn't have air conditioner when it was broke down and shit. Like, oh my gosh. Definitely had some shitty moments. Then when we got it fixed up, we started traveling up to Mount Charleston, which there's tons of... I don't know if there's tons of video on my YouTube about Mount Charleston, but there's definitely at least 1 or 2. Like a hike up to that plane. A CIA plane crashed on top of the mountain. That was a pretty sweet hike, man. 11,000 feet up. That's my record high so far. Haven't climbed any of these Denver mountains yet. Yeah, but when you, like, I've seen the whole country, man. I started on the East Coast and made it all the way to the West Coast, and then up into the mountains. Like, that's a lot. Like, if I was on another continent, I would have been through countries. Like, I don't know any other continent where I wouldn't have went through countries if I made the same amount of journey. Like, say I was in England and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go on a 2-year adventure. I would have been through like 10 countries by the time I settled. But here, I just went straight across one giant country. A lot of the states were different, man. I had police interactions, man. Almost got busted buying a bag of weed in Arizona. In Arizona, we met some dude at a McDonald's, and we asked him to get us some weed. and he made us follow him down his dirt road in the middle of nowhere. We thought he was going to take our money and run because he didn't have the money, and he was like, "Oh no, you got to give me the money first, and then I'm going to go get it." And he's like, "I got to borrow my brother's car." So, so we took or I told my woman, I was like, if he doesn't come back, we'll just smash his windows out of his car and we'll leave. That's worth $20. Anyway, he comes back with the biggest bag of weed I ever seen in my life for $20. We were like 1 hour from the Mexico border, and I'm talking 2 inch or 2 fingers width, all the way across the Ziploc bag. This guy gave us for free. Well, not free for $20. To me, it felt free, but we smoked on it for like, I don't know, a month. It just was good shit too. It was like stemmy and had seeds, but man, it got you so high. And not even 5 minutes after we scored the bag and left, the border patrol pulled us over, and he walks the dog around our car. He makes us get out and he walks the dog around our car. But it was also like winter time, and it was like 30 degrees or less outside. Yeah, only $20, man. Biggest bag I ever seen in my life. Not now. Somebody sold me some dirt weed for like half a pound in Denver for $20 too. So anyway, back to the story though. They walked the dog around the car. Well, he walks the dog around the car. It was a young officer. He was like probably 19 or something. And the dog like attacks my car. Totally hits. 100% hits. If you call marijuana drugs, man, yeah, I've taken drugs. I've done a lot of drugs in my day, man, but I'm not on drugs now and I don't take drugs, so it doesn't mean I can't tell my stories. But the guy he asked if we had anything in the car. He walks back to his cruiser or whatever. I assumed they could listen with the audio from their vehicle, so I just told my woman, I was like, let them rip all that shit out of our car, because you got to remember we were living in our car. We had so much shit in the car. I was like, let them take all that shit out of there. We're just gonna get a ticket. Like there's nothing they're gonna get us for. Which I had the weed hid really good. I took out the radio, which took two tools to take the radio out of the car, and then I put the weed behind the radio, and then I put the radio back in, and then I hid the two tools around the car. So like anyone would have needed tools to get the weed anyway. But dude come right up to the passenger window, my window, and was like, "Is that weed I smell in here? Get out of the car." And then when he walked the dog and the dog hit, he still never searched the car. He just, asked some questions, and then he said that the reason why he pulled me over was because, or the reason why he pulled us over was because we were coming from a heavy drug trafficked area that has been under watch or something, and he wanted to know what we were doing there. And we just made up some bullshit about like we were hiking all day and we were looking for a place to sleep, and somebody told us that we could sleep back there, and we went and checked it out, and it didn't look like the place we wanted to sleep, so we were headed back to town to just sleep at a Walmart. And another cop showed up, so they had like multiple cops there, and then they were just started talking to each other, and then eventually let us go. But we were so close to getting busted with that giant bag of weed. I thought it was too good to be true, man. It felt like a setup. But I mean, we met the guy at McDonald's. Like, how if you're running sting operations out of McDonald's, you need something better to do with your free time, in my opinion. But yeah, then we got hit up by the police in Vegas too. We had a black guy that got in our car with a gun, and I didn't even know he had a gun. But we were smoking a blunt at a park, and the police rolled up on us, and him and his buddies, which were all black, took off running. And her and I just sat in the car. We didn't move, and it was like some shit out of a movie. The police pull their guns and go after all the black guys running, and the white people are just chilling. And it's like that gave me an eyes open, interpretation of how police do not treat us equal based off color in this country. Like they're way different towards people of color than they are white people. But yeah, then come to find out, like the guy had a gun on him, so they took him to jail. But and he was a felon, so he got 7 years just for carrying a gun. And I guess they can frisk you for any reason there, but when you run, they can definitely frisk you. So we thought it was a little ignorant that he never even told us that he had a gun, but shit happens. I met his dad at a Walmart afterwards, and his dad told me he got 7 years, and they put him in Texas penitentiary or some shit for it. So Vegas has a 7 year flat for felons caught with a firearm. Anyway, I'm getting close to having to use the bathroom real quick, so I want to go back to PvP and do what I was telling you guys, which is check the first I want to check the rank, and then we got to check our plan on these revenges. So we've moved like 10 spots in a half or in an hour time. Meaning, my guess is we would move 30 more spots if we didn't do any attacks. which would no, we never got busted for anything when we were on the road. There was another time that the cops got us in Vegas. We were it was actually like a night where it was like 100 degrees, and it was our first time ever having 100 degrees where it was like nighttime. Man, I'm talking like 2 in the morning, and it's still 100 degrees. So we were taking the blankets out of the car to shake them because we thought that they were like retaining heat and making it hotter in the car. And I was talking to this homeless guy, and I guess the police thought it was suspicious that people were outside of a car in a parking lot at like 2 a.m. in the morning. So they roll up on us, and it was like detectives that were, at first that rolled up on us, it was detectives that didn't have uniforms on or anything, but they did have a cruiser. And then like six more cops showed up, like three SUVs full of cops, and they started questioning us, and they asked if they could search my car. I told them if they had probable cause, they could search my car, and they were like, "So you're telling me I can't search your car?" I said, "I'm not telling you you can't do anything. I'm just saying that if you find probable cause, be my guest." And then they went to questioning the homeless guy if they could search his backpack or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, go ahead. I ain't got nothing to hide." They searched his backpack and they find a meth pipe. And so then they started hounding him. They started asking me if I had anything else in the car. I told them no. Told them again that they couldn't search the car without probable cause. They even had like six cops try to get in the car, but it didn't work. They never searched my car. They just ended up hounding the homeless guy until he started crying. They were telling him they were going to put him in jail and all this other shit. And supposedly he had a job, and they were like, "You're going to lose your job." And so they made him bust his meth pipe right in the parking lot. And me and my woman were totally surprised that this is how Vegas works. Like, he took his meth pipe and they made him, I can't remember if he had to slam it on the ground or step on it or what, but they made him break it. And then they left, meaning when it was all over, like, the meth pipe is in pieces in the parking lot. And I'm just like, man, they go hard out here. But that was in North Vegas, which is definitely pretty heavy crime area. Like, one time we had a group of, I don't know, probably like five black dudes roll up on the car while I was sleeping with the window down a little bit, and they started like talking about kidnapping my woman and raping her and all this other shit. I could hear them from the through the window, but my woman was asleep, so I just rolled my window up and locked the doors, and they eventually drove off. But then I met the dude at a park and confronted him, so we didn't see it or hear any more out of that situation. But you know, some people probably just like to talk shit and think they can spook you. But then again, I don't put anything past people, man. Anything's possible. So yeah, it's definitely risky, like living in a car and being on your own, you know. But at the same time, like the unknown is an adventure, guys. Like you can't fear the unknown, otherwise life won't be an adventure. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta piss real quick before I write down these revenges that I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. All right. So where I left off at the last time when I checked these revenges is that I want to fight Nefries and Ahmed. I think that those are two easy fights to get us some more points. Nefries is at the bottom, so I can't jump into PvP and risk being attacked back and lose the fight with Nefries, because he will get erased as soon as I get attacked again. Alright, so let's check this guy. Alright, I definitely want a piece of this. I don't think that's enough to make her fast enough. Why is her speed so high? I didn't think Max Asla's speed was that high. I have it wrote down somewhere. That's faster than Max Graken. And she's not even wearing 10s. I really don't remember it being that high. I still think we can beat it though. So I want to write this one down too. So that's 3 revenges. If I can get these 3 fights over with before getting attacked, that should put me in a great spot, I think. Oh yeah, I think we want a piece of this too. Oh yeah. This guy's nothing. How in the hell is he ranked 312 with this stupid taunt area dodge, like... And if you guys are wondering why I don't run that, it's because I'm not a copycat and I don't have Max Graken. Meaning, even if I had Max Graken, I wouldn't run this team. The reason why is because whenever I feel that there's a team that is like, everybody's copying it, well then that's the team I want to beat. Meaning, like, I'm somebody who likes to build metas and break metas. I'm not somebody who follows somebody. Like, that's not how I play. That's like something else I've tried to explain to people. Like, well, I'm trying to make top 500 as a free to play, and people will tell me how to play, and I'm like, you realize there should only be like 500 people in the game telling me how to play, because that's where I'm trying to end up. There shouldn't be all this. Everybody I run into's got, you know, oh, you're doing this wrong and that wrong. It's like, why did I pass you then? Exactly. I don't think I need to be listening to people that I'm planning to pass. Still gotta be a little bit quieter. It's like 5:30 in the morning and I got paper thin walls for my neighbors. But let me write him down. He's getting it too. The reason why I'm writing it down is so when I drop the shields, I'm organized enough that I don't waste all my time. Alright, so this was the guy where when I last checked him, he had different opponents here. I can trade disable that guy. He's so fast he'll go first, but my Ignis can erase whatever he does. Interesting. So he has no team speeds. This guy's beatable, to be honest. He doesn't even have Uriels on. So, to beat this team, I would come right in off the rip, trade disable, Brute, vulnerable everybody, takes away the damage mirror, and then use Nora to smash out Morg Z. Let his armor relic hit me for 36,000 damage. Yeah. I definitely think this team's beatable. So I'm going to write it down too. But I gotta be careful because this isn't the same defense he had just a minute ago when I checked it. So, I mean, there's a chance he might have a different one again when I come roll it in there. His attack team was over there the last time. And I don't want to fight that attack team. Alright, so that's where I'm at revenge-wise. Should I burn the revenges now, or should I just try to do PvP and climb? That's the question. So you 8 people that are watching, what do you think? Should I just try to burn as many of these revenges as I can starting at the bottom and wait till I get attacked and then regroup another plan? Because if I don't get attacked, I can do 5 of them, which guarantees me top 500 finish. That's what my plan is. I think I just start the flow of trying to beat these guys until I get attacked and hope we can get at least 3 of them in before we get attacked and then replan again afterwards. What do y'all think? Now there's only 7 of you watching. Man, I guess you guys, you don't know. Man, shout outs to my team. I'm already up to 200 cells. Didn't even need to breed the monster. So in order to repay my team, I am not going to try to breed anymore. I'm going to start trying to make Friedels, I think. Damn, where are the... Oh, there he was. I always do all my revenges. Yeah, I'm just looking at it as like the revenges are the easier fight because I just seen which ones I can beat, and we picked 5 that I know I can beat. So when it's 5, I just don't think I can beat all 5 before I get attacked again. Meaning I'm going to drop the shields. But so far I've been thinking that the shield doesn't drop until you officially end the fight. Hi, counting. So since you're just joining me, I'm trying to figure out my plan of attacking PvP, because the worst case is I get stuck having to just battle back and forth for an hour until we fight our way into the top 500, because I think we can. I think we win more than we lose, and then do the revenges at the end, which is why I want to get the bottom revenges that I can win over with first, so that way the ones that I skipped, we work on trying to flush out. It's all about how long the shield stays down. But I got a good shot versus these Vanos teams that think they can come in and smoke me. Like, we beat one already. How am I doing on this Tails challenge now? Alright, 5 gold, 3 food. Like, oops. Ooh, so the trophies are moving up a bunch, so it looks like we gotta play. Alright, so to start off, I'm gonna do exactly what I said. Let's look at, whoops, wrong one, the battle log, defense. The first ones we were gonna skip were Darren and Jarvis. So I just want to fight the one guy at the bottom and then go battle some PvP. And then look at the team we beat right there in the second spot. So I think that's a pretty good... No. What monsters I put on defense is irrelevant as far as I am. I can get beat by everything. I can't make an unbeatable defense even with my best monsters. So that's totally out of the question. What I have is a defense that I think is good versus Vanos. I've got a super lifed up reviver, and then I've got 2 deniers. So I'm really hoping that that's enough. Now it's time to get in this fight because I've jumped down 20 places without even losing any trophies, guys. Alright. So here we go. We start with the guy at the bottom. We beat him, and then we jump into PvPs back and forth. Till we get attacked twice. When I get attacked, we take a pause. Um, we'll probably lose. I normally lose. It's just a matter of trying to win more than we lose, that's all. Alright, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. We might be able to beat this guy. We gotta get rid of the taunt. Get rid of these buffs. We got a vulnerable trigger. Alright, so I can kill his dude. Let's do it. Here it doesn't really matter what we do. Just trying to be fast. I've been playing Monster Legends since October 6th. Alright, so now we go. Let's just keep going, man. Let's not try to sandbag at the bottom. Let's just get ballsy. Ugh. Might have been the wrong call. Definitely want to put the poison on this dude. Man. Think he can kill me in one hit? Bleed makes him weaker. Alright, let me read those relics. Alright, so we can just pop him. What? I misplayed. No. I thought he was dead. He does not have Uriels. Oh my god, what just happened? What just happened? How did I do that? Oh my goodness. Man, that was a tough defeat. I think I could have won that. I totally misplayed. Alright, here we're in big trouble. Simus wrecks my team. Alright, we're out of trouble. He's already dazed. Let's just play it safe. No friendlies until after I lose on defense, guys. Gotta get our trophies up because that's what everybody else is doing. This fight is a joke. Alright, so we got a vulnerable on him. Tanya's down. Oh god, we're out of here. Alright, we go for the denier. Does he have Uriel's? No, he doesn't. So let's daze, kill. So I've only been playing for less than 10 months, I think. Or the 6th made 10 months, one or the other. Because October 6th is going to be my 1 year. Alright, this is a really rough team. Okay, that might have saved our life. Sweet. This one looks doable too, guys. They don't have any damage output on this team. What are they thinking? I'm just gonna go ahead and damage boost. Gives me more stamina to play with. Stamina. Just daze him. Get rid of those traits. Make him vulnerable. Murder him. Alright, we got Vanos. Gonna have to take the hit. Like a boss. Like a boss. Now let's fight back. Our turn, bro. Our turn, bro. Yeah. Yeah, 77. Alright. Let's get rid of his Reviver and Daze Vanos. Actually, let's just get rid of them both. How about that? That's money right there. Do we damage boost? I don't think so. The vulnerable lasts more than 2 turns. Damage boost would wear it off, even though it only took 2 turns. 340. On a roll. Here's where it ends. Here's where it ends. Simus behind taunt. Yeah. They don't look like much, man, but it's my weakness. How am I going to beat this Azul? I'm going to one-shot him. That's what I'm going to do. Nope. Bastard survived. Alright, here we gotta get this Nora out of here to win. Oh yeah, guys, this is sweetness. Boom! Multiple money shots, man. Alright, this one looks rough. So we gotta eat the hit. And we did not. No way around. Let's just get out of here and save time. This is the one we were talking about revenging, guys, so here is a moment of truth. That's fine. I just didn't count on a lot of this, so I'm gonna heal and poison. Poison reduces damage, but that Morg Z is gonna mess me up. Alright, we have to heal. Things got way out of hand. It's only half damage back. Make him vulnerable. He does not have Uriel's on. Alright, so there's break time. That was intense. We just straight battled that. 332. That's a pretty good feeling. So now I guess 15 minutes worth of seeing how far I... Not yet, man. These trophy counts, like... I could check back in a half hour and be ranked 600 because everybody got more trophies than me. Like, PvP's wild this season. So we got smashed by that Vanos. Like, why did he hit so hard compared to the other Vanoses is what I don't understand. He said paywall. Paywall my ass, bro. Paywall. That's funny. I'm the paywall, bro. The whole point of playing this game was to set that bar. Meaning if you're above me, you spent money. That's what I'm here to determine. I'm here to make the line. Draw the line in the sand and say that everybody on the side over there ahead of me paid money. It ain't my first game doing it either. Oh, he has laser beams. No, he doesn't have laser beam sword. Oh, the cane trigger is an extra 12k damage. That's probably why I died. Which I don't understand because, like, just last week, I was attacking players and they would be at 0 health and then they would heal off a relic trigger, and now I put a healing relic on my Nora, and when she's at 0 health, she doesn't get no relic trigger, she's dead. Dude, Vanos is gonna be so much worse when he gets that shield. Like, it boosts his power, man. So they'll be able to run laser beam sword and Vanos shield, and it's gonna boost his power a ton, and he's gonna hit even harder than he already does. As a free-to-play, though, man, I beat some teams. It wasn't all pushovers. Don't accept the battle good game for last battle, your CDA miss. I never seen miss on the screen, though, bro. I even watched the replay because it was a 30-second delay on my screen, and I see none. Oh, it feels good to finally do what people do to me. Hi, Leo. You basically missed a lot of the action, Leo, if you just got here. You love my stories, do you, Brendan? That's the stories that you get for living in a car for almost 2 years. Yeah, that's okay, man. This is actually the second stream this morning. Are you gonna relic me? It's 6 o'clock in the morning here too, man. So I feel you when you say you just woke up. Like, why did that miss? Just so you'd have a fighting chance, I guess. Jesus, man. Well, we're in rank 300 and something, man. I just did some back-to-back fighting to make some trophies, but everybody else can do the same thing, and then I just gotta play some more. Well, your game was just trying to save you, bro.